Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
How do you do? Welcome to the Irish Show on WHK AM 1420. I'm Gerry Quinn, delighted to be with you this morning.
Okay.
Our program is brought to you by Gandalf's Pub and Restaurant in Valley City, Chambers Funeral Home, Golf Tech, Joyce Buick GMC, O'Neill Healthcare, DJ McIntyre's Irish Pub and Restaurant, Vince's Barbershop, 18324 Lakeshore Boulevard, and Western Reserve Insurance Group. All these good folks bring you the Irish Show this morning on WHKAM 1420 and on the internet at WHKradio.com. We are broadcasting live from the Irish Cultural Garden. It's One World Day here in Cleveland. All our nationalities on display. Stay with us now. We're here for 2 full hours. Don't go away.
Just trying to get down here.
Get your water.
Get a beer. Sullivan.
Not open yet.
That's it.
Although you know people.
No, it's it. Advertising.
Where are they setting up?
Right over here.
Oh, cool.
Go over and get some.
By the porta potty.
Well, folks, here we are at the garden, and I'm looking out on the most beautiful sight I've seen in a long time. The garden is in great shape. It's a beautiful summer day. It's going to be about 80 or 90 degrees, but right now it's a cool morning, 10 o'clock, Cleveland, Ohio. No matter where you are listening to us, especially our Irish listeners, back in Country Mayo and Galway and Dublin or wherever you are, I wish you were here with us. The actual event begins at 11 o'clock today, the One World Day celebrations. It goes on until 7 o'clock this evening. If you're in Cleveland, this is the place you should be. We are expecting about 20,000 people to show up here for these festivities today. We're going to have swearing in of new citizens, one of the parade, the nationalities parade, and we're going to have about 100 nationalities represented at the garden today. Just before I talk to my co-host here, I want to mention a couple of things that are kind of important. This past week, somebody in the Irish community, her name is Nancy Darcy, I think a lot of people know Nancy, and Eamon. Well, Nancy passed away this past week. Great loss to the community, but a lovely lady, beautiful family. So rest in peace, Nancy Darcy. The funeral was at St. John's yesterday in Crawford. He said, did a beautiful job. Also, I want to say, R.I.P. to Lisa Stack Whitehead. She passed away this past week. She was only 57. Of course, my wife and Larry's niece. I want to say condolences to the Stack Whitehead family, but her husband, Rick, of course, had her Florence Stack. It's something we have to do every week. I think it's very important to announce the passing of the community. With me here I have two of our co-hosts, J.C. Sullivan. J.C., how do you do?
Good morning, Gerry.
How do you like that new headset you got?
Very comfortable. Eddie says it's his, but don't listen to him.
And Eddie, how about you? How you doing?
I'm doing well.
All right.
Gerry, I got a couple of shout-outs to do from last night. I was at the LAOH fundraiser in Macedonia. Yes, and shout out to her and her husband. He's a great singer, I found out. And also to a very special lady, Helen Morris. Good morning, Helen. It was great seeing you. She worked with my wife at UH Bedford for many years.
But I want to mention also, before I get ready, that no strangers here in the bands. They're set up right behind us. In fact, I see Larry heading right to the band right now, so they'll be playing live on the air here. And anyone else that has if you have a musical instrument you want to come down while we're here, you want to play on the air, we'll let you do it. Even if you're not very good, like Tracy and I and Eddie, we're a bad
You can get a couple of Sullivans. Up there.
Well, we might sound better to ourselves, but the audience won't say that.
But also we have beer right behind us.
I know.
Sullivan's beer, and I think that the food truck.
They're supposed to be bringing up a couple to the table here, aren't they?
No drinking on the junk. No alcohol. Only water.
I'll step down from the microphone.
Hey, we're not in union, Quinn. What are you talking about?
All right, let's go. I want to start the program. They're not ready to play yet. our band, no strangers here, but we will play something from our selection. And I have a great song by Michael Crawley, when it was Mary's name, and it's called Sway. And it was written by Michael Crawley. I love this. Great job, Michael, if you're listening, writing this song. Here's it, Michael Crawley, Mary's name, and it's called Sway.
Well, it's 3 a.m. and I'm just getting home. No messages on this tired old phone now. The dogs are howling, the stomach is growling, and there ain't no food in here. It's just a shot in this beer, but it was
Gonna make it down.
one of those
Doesn't know
nights.
if he can find the parking spot.
Here comes Mary Ann.
Yourself when you turn on the lights. Cross the night
Hi, Gerry.
with the band. Well, you're singing and dancing with a drink in your hand, but tell me, where will you be when we all meet again? We're singing a song with you, my old friend. Well, there's not enough time in the day to get what you need or think what to say. But tough luck showing up, we've all heard it before. I can't wait to see you walk through the door. We gotta get back on the train. Sweep the cobwebs away, take away all the pain. Well, a tune and a drink, it won't help when you think of all the cares and the worries pushing you to the brink. So come on, sing along with the band. Well, you're singing and dancing with a drink in your hand, but tell me, where will you be when we all meet again? Singing a song with you, my old friend.
stars, some contestants that won performance events all over the city are going to be performing. I think there's 41 different groups. So the concert starts at 1 and goes until 4 on the lower level.
On the lower level?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wonderful. I'm going to get down there. We finish here at 12, so we'll be just in time to get down there, right?
Okay, bring me a Sullivan's Red, though, please.
We will indeed. Thank you, Marianne. How about Susie? Susie, how are you?
Good, good.
Great to have you with us. She doesn't want to speak on here. We're going to go on, we're going to play another song because our band is still working on it. And this is called The Box of Old Moor. Actually, this is part of a live performance by a lot of Irish. We're not, just temporary disconnect.
They always let the music take them home. Let the music take you home. Let the music take you home. Sit back and have a few while we sing a song or two. And let the music take you home.
Just listen to those bagpipes sweetly sing. Bass guitar rock, whose guitar so neat. Well, again, banjo will be ringing. You can keep the rhythm with your hands and feet.
Let the music take you home. Let the music take you home. Sit back and have a few while we sing a song or two. And let the music take you home. We'll sing you the songs of dear old Ireland. Songs got an ending with tune. We'll sing about the women and the whiskey and the fighting sons of the fearless brand new way. Let the music take you home. Let the music take you home. Sit back and have a few while we sing a song or two. And let the music take you home. We'll sing you back to good old County Kerry, to Donegal, Mayo, and Kildare, Van Antrim, Armagh, and down in Derry. Just close your eyes and picture yourself there. Let the music take you home. Let the music take you home. Sit back and have a few while we sing a song or two. And let the music take you home. We see you sitting down in the back there, with a map of Ireland written on your face.
Oh, she's from Norway.
Nice and gentle kind demeanor. You're a fine example of the Irish race. Let the music take you home. Let the music take you home. Sit back and have a few while we sing a song or two. And let the music take you home. Come in, we'll do the best we can. Come in, bring your whole bloody clan. Take it slow and easy and we'll shake you by the hand. Sit you down, we'll treat you decent, we're an Irish band. Sit right down and let the music take you home.
Come on down, everybody, to the Irish Gardens.
Wonderful. That was so good, eh? That was so good, actually. I'm going to ask you to do another one.
All right, but since we said come in, sit down, have a drink or two, make sure you tell them about the pub in the park this year for the first time in the just outside the Irish Garden. Sullivan's Beer, yeah. We have a food truck also from the Coins, yes. Right, so the food truck's here, we've got a pub in the park, and then all the different gardens have all the different things going on. You want us another one already?
First I ever heard that song you just did.
Really?
Yeah, did you guys write it?
No, it's a combination of 2 songs. Come in and then let the music take you home.
Clancy Brothers sang that a long time.
Mermaid.
This next song we're going to do is a song about the mermaids. People don't realize, but out in Lake Erie, before it was inhabited by all of these people, the mermaids were part of the Great Lakes. Well, it just so happens that as the Great Lakes shorelines became populated, the mermaids began to shrink, and so did the mermen. So what they did was they figured, you know, we want to be around for a long time. So they became a walleye. This story is a story about a ship in the Great Lakes.
And the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. And the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow. We poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. It was Friday morn when we set sail, and we were not far from the land, when our captain he spied a mermaid so fair, with a comb and a glass in her hand. And the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow. We poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below.
And I spoke to the captain of our gallant ship, and a brave old Irishman was he. That fishy mermaid has warned me of this night. We're gonna sleep at the bottom of Lake Erie.
And the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow. We poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below.
On boat the first mate of our gallant ship, and a brave spoken man was he. He said, I have a wife in Brooklyn by the sea, and tonight a widow she will be.
And the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow. We poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. Then off spoke the cabin boy of our gallant ship, and a fine young lad was he. He said, I have a sweetheart in Salem by the sea, and tonight she'll be weeping for me. And the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow. We poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below.
Then 3 times around.
Oh, not 3 times yet. Not yet. We're still floating around down here, you know, not 3 times yet.
Okay.
And up spoke the communication officer on our gallant ship, and a crazy old Irishman was he. He said, I'd rather be down here in the cultural gardens in Cleveland, Ohio on this August the 28th than sleeping at the bottom of that muddy, muddy Lake Erie.
And the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow. We poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below.
Then 3 times around spun a gallant ship, and 3 times around spun she. 3 times around spun our gallant ship, and she sank to the bottom of Lake Erie.
and the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below, and the ocean waves will roll, and the stormy winds will blow. We poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below.
Thank you very much.
Sorry.
And on the internet, WHK.com. I know Tom Joyce is listening over in Galway. He sent me an email this morning and he's listening. He's going to be hearing Sheila Murphy Crawford right now. Talk about this wonderful day that we have here in Cleveland. Last year we got a little bit of rain. This year, Sheila, no rain. We must have had Dan Henson praying all last night saying, Lord, he and his sister Debbie. Debbie, if you're listening, good morning to you. Great to have you aboard. We're going to talk to Dan in just a second. Sheila, you know you're a very busy person here today. Tell us what you're going to do next.
Well, first of all, Gerry, the weather is not only due to Dan and Debbie, but also my mother, because she was always in charge of weather, and she always brought us Penny Murphy. Everybody remembers her taking pictures everywhere, and she got me started in the gardens back a long time when I was just a kid. So this is our 76th One World Day. It's going to be a wonderful day. No rain, as you said. Last year we had about 20,000 people, and we hope to have the same, if not more, this year. In the Irish Garden, it's really special because for the first time we have the pub in the park. So Sullivan's Brewery has brought their beer, and the Fungry food truck is here to provide some Irish treats. And I'm Murphy Irish Dancers, and no strangers here. We're all performing for everyone. Hope we all have a good time.
Going to be a parade today, right?
Oh, the Parade of Nations is fabulous. We have over 35 nations in line, most of them in their ethnic dress. And they'll be starting on the north end at the Serbian Garden at 12 o'clock and parading down to the main plaza. And that's after the naturalization ceremony, which is going to start in about a half hour. And then after that, you can go into all of the gardens or during it and learn about each nationality that you want to. The children can use the passport game, get passports signed if they answer questions for the nationalities. And the food and the music and the entertainment in each garden is just fantastic.
Great. Sheila.
Oh, the alpacas are here.
Oh,
the
yes?
Gaelic Lynn alpacas are coming.
Oh, yeah, I want to ride one of those devils.
I don't think so, Gerry.
They can be nasty.
He brought his saddle with him.
Yeah,
And most of all, we can't thank you enough for coming here and doing your radio show again this year. It's just
we
fabulous.
love doing it. And where could you find better, more beautiful surroundings? Look at all the green, the trees.
Our garden is great.
The blue sky. It's like something an artist could paint a beautiful picture of this, couldn't he?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, and anyway, thanks, Sheila, for all you do for the garden. Your position with the gardens now is what?
Well, I'm past president of the Federation, and I'm part of the executive board in that position. But then for One World Day, I'm entertainment chair, and so I organize the entertainment in the gardens and the Children's Village and the entertainment on the main plaza, which is going to be fabulous today. We have great acts on the main plaza.
You're pretty much in charge of everything.
No, not even.
There's a lot of stuff going on there.
There is.
Right.
Takes a lot of volunteers.
So if you want to pass that off to Dan, then I want to say hello to Dan Hansen. Dan Hansen is a man that's well known around the city of Cleveland, clevelandpeople.com, which he and his sister Debbie and their mother Pat founded years ago. Clevelandpeople.com, there's a whole bunch of them, right, Dan?
Oh, definitely. But I got to talk about the Irish Garden here. It's beautiful today. And what many people don't know is that the Irish Garden was designed in the shape of a Celtic cross. And you can really see that today because the whole garden is being utilized. You have the Lennon Fountain way up in front and a lot of that and all these busts. But you're back here and the pub in the park is back at what would be the top of the cross. So it's a great opportunity for people to come and see all these monuments, the Seamus Haney and Padraig Pearse and Frank O'Connor. And, you know, this little dome brook here has been renamed the River Shannon in honor of the Irish Garden.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Anywhere Gerry, Quinn, this crew are the place to be, but especially today, if you're Irish in Cleveland, you got to come down to Irish Cultural Garden, see all of the One World Day festivities.
Yeah, the festivities begin officially at 11.
11.
Right?
The big thing to me is the Parade of Flags, which steps off at 12. And we have a special Grand Marshal this year, who's Dominique Mosianu, who a lot of people know from the Olympics. She was the part of the Magnificent Seven Olympic team that won gold in Atlanta, and that was the first time the women, U.S. women, ever won. She was only 14 years old. She's going to be the Grand Marshal today, walking with me. And you know, there's about 51 units. All 4 TV stations are going to have MCs here announcing it. Parade of Flags is just, it's a snapshot of Cleveland. There's, you know, from Irish to Haitian to Colombian to Puerto Rican to German, right down the line. It's really shows the ethnic diversity of Cleveland.
We're
Tell them where the park coming down.
Yeah, the park is actually easy. There's 2. If you come off the Shoreway, either way, get off at the MLK University Circle Cultural Gardens exit, and there's a Metro Parks parking there with signs and volunteers. And if you're coming from the Heights, or if that's full, at the VA Medical Center just up the hill, and then there's free shuttles to take you down and back to your car. And throughout the garden, since it's 254 acres, we've got golf carts and shuttle buses and all to take you around. There's also scooters, because it's a long way to walk from, say, the Irish garden to the Serbian garden.
And we're waiting for our ambassador, Ambassador Ed Crawford. Hopefully he'll be able to get here soon. We'll want to talk to him about him, because he was really the man that inspired the restoration of the Irish garden, and I think thereby inspired the restoration of all of the gardens.
Well, it really was something. It was kind of neglected for a while, and they had Ambassador Crawford and some of them put together the Irish Garden Club, and they revitalized it, and they got and then a few years later the Taoiseach, Edna Kenny, came in.
That's right.
And the other gardens saw, look what the Irish are doing, and they said, we better get our act together, and they started sprucing up and growing. So it really was a spearhead for the whole garden.
I see Eddie coming down the hill now.
All right, we're going to talk to Eddie when he gets here. But right now I got to go back to the station and play some commercials. And remember that the
voices I long to hear, no matter how far I may roam. I have a homeland, I have a home. I have a homeland, I have a home. When the sun goes down in the evening light, it moves like a ghost through starry night. But serious twinkles can hypnotize. It's good to sit and realize this is my homeland, my heart is here. These are the voices I long to hear, no matter how far I may roam. I have a homeland, I have a home. I have a homeland, I have a home. I love their stories and the teller's gift. I love the lonesome piper's drift. No greener fields do I need to see. These simple things, they comfort me. This is my homeland, my heart is here. These are the voices I long to hear. No matter how far I may roam, I have a homeland, I have a home. I have a homeland, I have a home.
If for some reason I had to quit this park bench where I sit, I think I'd reach the old refrain, and I'd never curse the rain again.
This is my homeland, my heart is here. These are the voices I long to hear. is my homeland, my heart is here. These are the voices I long to hear. No matter how far I may roam, I have a homeland, I have a home. I have a homeland, I have a home. I have a homeland, I have a home.
Woo! Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good job.
Here we are, we're back. Thank you to the band, they're great, aren't they?
You are welcome.
Oh my God, in the name of there's no strangers here, and you never want to be a stranger when you're around these guys. They're just fun to be with, so make sure you look out for them. They're playing in a lot of places around.
And there's Kevin just went up there.
Kevin up there?
Yeah, Kevin's up there, but the police are making him do something. I think they're making him move. Did you get a call from the police department? Okay, yeah. Tell JC to move, yeah. Up there. Yeah. No, look it, I know. They're putting on their skirts back here, Gerry. We got a show back here. You're changing. I know. This is beautiful. This is perfect. This is how.
So I can go and talk to him.
What's that?
I can go to him.
Yeah.
That's how you can go there.
Huh?
That's how you get numbers on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not all using them, that's on them.
But you also learn on the internet.
Yeah, like it cut out for. We're on a hot hardwired internet like people are saying.
Fun. Yeah.
So, this is beautiful. I was in the middle of introducing the ambassador, internet card. I think you understand that. We're at the Coast's Garden. We don't have a hot internet here. We're on what they call a hotspot. Is that right, Josh? So it does happen once in a while. So, Ambassador Crawford, welcome to the Gardens of Gerry.
Very well. Good morning.
I want to thank you on behalf of everybody I know for getting this thing going. I think it was maybe 2006, 2007. You often tell the story how you drove up and down here. Can you do it again?
Sure. That's 15 years ago, and the garden is never been any greener than it is today, that's for sure. I'm really pleased that the full bloom there.
Hello.
It's been, again, 15 years.
Hello.
It's been an exciting 15 years.
Oh,
the garden is maintained by a group of volunteers, which I think is unbelievable. That are just over and others. But I think that calling up Jim Bowler 15 years ago and say, we have to rebuild the garden. I drove by it and it was a wreck. And one day we gathered up, I think, 14 members of the Irish Garden Club, funded a place for it, got it out, and it's beautiful.
That's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think you kind of inspired the other nationalities to start restoring their gardens. And we have some new ones also.
Well, I don't know if you said, within this effort here was very, very when we were up in the Red Charts, and I was on the phone calling all my friends, we're talking about our fountain in our beautiful green garden, and get on it and get an organization going, put a team together and go to work on your garden. I'm hearing numbers like $4 or $5 million have been invested in the gardens over the last 15 years by groups surrounding the ethnic aspects of their particular fountain and their beautiful fountain.
Is it true that this is the only garden center for all nationalities in the world? It's the only one I've ever heard of.
I think there could be others, but on the grand scale of this, I think we're talking maybe 27 or 28 different units, and I think 2 are just being added. So it's moving on 30 units. But think about this, in the 1930s, when Cleveland, Ohio was at the center of immigration, when you left New York City or on the way to Chicago, you stopped in Cleveland, and a lot of people stayed in Cleveland.
You being one of them, right?
Well, yes. The truck I was in with my mother and father and family blew up in downtown Cleveland, so we were here to stay in June 16th of 1948.
It's been a great adventure, hasn't it, Ambassador?
Well, Cleveland in America has been great for our family, and we've built quite an industrial complex here and employed many employees, and we've always enjoyed it. I've always had a feeling for factory workers and anyone that's always when I lecture on entrepreneurship, I talk about the fact that thinking about when they're coming in, like in Conneaut, Ohio, where we have 250 people, they come in there at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, check in, they leave at 3:30, they have their families, a small community, 8,000. We're the largest employer for over now 40 years.
That was one of your first...
Well, that was long into my venture.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been a self-employed entrepreneur for, well, let's say, over 60 years. That's what it is. I don't want to age myself, but it's been a long haul. I started my first business at 2720 East 79th Street in 1964. It was quite a trip.
It is. But Ambassador, you have funded the Ambassador Crawford College of Business and Entrepreneurship at Kent State University. You made predecessors donors to that. Well, how do you feel about that? You must really think that entrepreneurship is so important for college students today when you donated that kind of money.
Well, I think first understand what entrepreneurship means something, and that's why it's a college of business and entrepreneurship. Most universities at this level talk about business school and master's program. I'm emphasizing through my efforts at Kent the entrepreneurship concept and what entrepreneurship means and how to understand it, and particularly deal with the rejection that goes along with entrepreneurship. So I lecture on entrepreneurship all over the world. I've enjoyed it, I understand it, and I'm sure with the category of serial entrepreneur, I've been involved with like 117 acquisitions since '64. So I've bought a lot of companies, a lot of distressed companies. I enjoy it. I like the people. I love the people that win their punch that time. They need me and I need them.
A lot of the time CEOs don't speak that way. A lot of people think CEOs think it's one or two employees. You don't. You never have. You know how important employees are to your success also.
Well, important in every aspect of it. Not only is it important for the families and the community, but there's a certain pride in the success of a company that's run by people that understand its community effort.
We're going to have a station ID right now, Ambassador, so stand by. You got it? I can't hear it.
WHK, Cleveland, the service of Salem Media Group, broadcasting from the Discount Drug Mart Studios. Proud to be celebrating over 50 years as your hometown pharmacy.
How lucky are we to have an
You're on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that gone? Okay. My engineer is sitting here beside me. He's an expert. He's one of the best. This guy could run any radio station or TV station in the world. You know, he set this whole thing up in about 10 minutes this morning. I was getting really nervous, and he shot in here and put this whole thing together. Thank you, Josh. You're doing a great job. Ambassador Crawford, a good friend of yours has been selected as Mayoral Person of the Year this year at the Mayoral Society, and I know you know him well. And you had that honor a few years ago. It was a great night, by the way. We all remember it very well. Mike Gibbons, I don't know if he's going to make it out of today or not, but would you like to say a few words about him? Well, talk about an entrepreneur.
Well, Mike Gibbs is a real American, a real American story, and how that has been a close friend. What is unusual and just happened, he was very active in my candidate for selection of the U.S. Senate spot open here in Ohio, and he did not prevail. I thought he was still was most qualified, but we have a good candidate in J.D. Vance. And what was interesting is there's just a major fundraiser for J.D. Vance that I attended and was part of it. To find out that sitting right in the front row was Mike Gibbons and his wife. The courage and the commitment to coming in after losing to someone and backing them because it's good for America. It was just outstanding leadership, outstanding commitment to himself, his family, and so forth. But it really gives you just an idea of how important and how he thinks. And I'm very proud of his effort, and I wish him the best.
And we're going to have a great night at the Mayo Ball.
Always.
You're going to be there?
Always.
With all the Crawford family?
I don't want to go over it always.
Yes.
Always.
Always. Thank you.
Next 4 questions are always, always, and always.
Yeah. Don't forget, if you would like to get the ball, the phone number is 214-167-42, or you can send an email to the Mayo Society, clevelandmayosociety@gmail.com, or you can go to the website, which is clevelandmayosociety.org. So what can we look forward for another adventure for Ambassador Ed Crawford? You've been an ambassador, you're a CEO, what haven't you done? What's the next plan? What's the next move for you?
Well, the next move is some sort of a challenge. And,
I love the challenge.
Well, what's exciting from my viewpoint, somewhere along the 50, 40 years of being an entrepreneur, I learned that I learned how to handle rejection, which is a keynote to entrepreneurship, is people saying no to you and you decide to do it. But more important, I've learned to compete with myself, and I enjoy it. It's competitive. I've been, as you know, involved in sports and all boxing and just about everything. I can get my hands around the ball, but the question is simply, I enjoy seeing, and I'm on a major project in Cleveland that'll pop up on the radar pretty soon here for everyone, but the group has decided that it's important to save and energize and rebirth of a major company that we think is important to the community. Go ahead. Always.
Joyce View at GMC, they're one of the largest selections in Ohio of new Encores, Encore GX, Envision, and Enclave. The selection of GMC Terrains, Hideous Sierras, and Yukons is very impressive. When you are considering a new or used vehicle, Joyce pledges to offer the best in pricing and service. They offer great lease, 0% financing, hundreds of vehicles in stock. Mike and Sean Joyce are on the premises every day. Visit the used car department, great used cars and truck selection. Visit them online, drivejoyce.com. Call them at 440-934-6600. Now we're going to hear from John O'Neill at O'Neill Healthcare from our studio.
When locating the right care for your elderly mom or dad,
And I want to make
look
sure
no
that we
further.
talk about, and I'll
O'Neill
do a live
Healthcare has been
Facebook
providing
Live of the beer
outstanding
garden
elder
and
care
what
in Cleveland's
use
West
of
Side
Irish
for more than
garden is.
50
My
years.
goodness.
Whether needing assisted living, memory support, independent living,
Are they sending up samples for us to?
dialysis, and rehabilitative therapy.
Yeah, we need some samples up here. Come
Our
on.
team of physicians, nurses,
before they go to visit.
deliver personalized care, compassion, and quality for you have peace of mind knowing they are with extraordinary people who provide exceptional service. O'Neill Healthcare is always improving the care of older adults and is the trusted choice for your loved ones. For more information about O'Neill Healthcare, schedule a tour at one of our 5 facilities. Please contact 440-808-5500 or visit us online at o'neillhc.com.
Yeah.
Now we're going to hear from our friends at Daltech.
power. Improve your golf game with Golf Tech.
They're my
Get the
son.
next step to a better game with equipment
They're
and
my
custom
son.
fitting with
They're
the
my
latest
son.
technology.
Sorry.
Golf Tech has
Okay.
6 area
I heard
locations.
them.
Your golf game goes further with
Okay.
Golf Tech. Visit one of
TJ
Northeast
Maxx,
Ohio's
okay.
Golf Tech locations or go to golftech.com. Golf
Okay, I'm
Tech,
gonna do
proven
TJ's.
path
Okay.
to
And
proven
is this on?
results.
This mic is not on.
All right. Okay.
That's right. PJ McIntyre's Gerry, another great sponsor of ours. PJ McIntyre is a great place to go for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. An Irish breakfast is always ready for you. Live music is there, a great place for gatherings and get-togethers. If you're looking for a party room, the Bridginette's Irish Party Room, Pat Campbell and his crew are always there to help and serve. PJ McIntyre is a great place to go to. Gerry, I was going to say we're going to do some Facebook Live of the Sullivan's Irish Beer Garden down by that Shannon River in this beautiful Irish cultural garden. If you have never been down here, you've got to make your way, and what a wonderful day, One World Day. And with Ambassador Ed Crawford here, he was a big part of the renovation here, and how lucky are we? We are actually sitting in the Celtic Cross right here. We've got a nice group that are watching us, and the beautiful Lennon Fountain. A little bit about the Lennon Fountain, Ed, it's a replica of the fountain in Dublin?
The fountain in Dublin is fantastic. It's sitting in the middle of a big area, and I had to get a lot of support to get in the pond and actually get to measure the size and so forth. So it's an absolutely good pick. Incidentally, there's a lot of gardens down there and they're beautiful, but the question is, it's easy to find out. They're right at the corner with the fountain going.
That's right.
Okay,
And the Irish flag.
and the Irish flag. And,
Waving.
you know, on a daily basis, 3,000 to 5,000 cars go past here on the way to employment at UH and Cleveland Clinic. So it's an outstanding, and we're very proud of it. And our boys were very successful in 38 to get the nice corner piece of property.
Now, are we also going to have a replica at that fountain at Kent State?
That's only a rumor.
Yeah. No, thanks for investing in our local universities in Kent State. I'm a proud Kent State University grad, and it's great to see the Crawford imprint and legacy there.
We're going to
Thank
send
goodness.
you back to school.
Oh,
That center. You're going back to school.
Right. I've been to enough school now. I've covered, but very good. And we're so proud of that. But again, from the fountain to this beautiful garden, the volunteers that come down here, and Sheila Crawford being one of them. And I know, Gerry, this morning we talked to Marie DeGrandis. Was it Marie?
Marianne.
Marianne DeGrandis, thank you. And she is a part, she's down working at the Italian Garden today. But we couldn't do this without the volunteers. We couldn't do this without the support of people like Ed Crawford, and also the Mayo Society of Greater Cleveland and the different Irish groups that help to give back to maintain this garden for all people in Greater Cleveland and all over, because people from all over the world come down. And we'll be bringing our Irish guests down here too.
That's right. For example, one of the largest donors to the garden, other than Mr. Crawford and his friends, and Mr. Crawford and his friends, is the Mayo Society. He has, I think, I'm not sure about this, investment could probably look it up. I think they have donated around 36,000 total to the garden 3 years since it started. So
I think it's a little more than that.
Might be more than that. And we're going to be doing a spin this year up to the Mayo Ball. There's one of the organizations that benefit from the Mayo Ball is this beautiful garden.
And there's a rumor out there that you have to be winner of the award, the Man of the Year, the Mayo Man of the Year. You have to be from, one of those counties along the river or the ocean out there, But absolutely, there was no chance, absolutely no chance that a Cork man would ever be a Mayo Man of the Year. But
we did it.
We did it. It took a lot of things to happen, but
And you're very proud about Cork, so our association with Cork people.
But the Mayo Society is for all Irish, for all people. We've got all nationalities.
In fact, it says so in our bylaws, and those who subscribe to the principles of the Mayo Society, that's the way the bylaws are written, so everybody is on it.
Why did it take me so long?
No, I don't know.
I'll put you on the spot here and with Gerry.
Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador. All right, you got the band lined up. They're going to play something else. And I don't know if you know that you're a very close friend with Sheila Murphy Crawford. That's her husband, who's the leader of this band here. Did you know that?
I know that, of course I know that. You think I would be here and not know that?
Oh, okay.
That's not like not knowing your name.
You know everything. All right. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. What are we going to do, Bob?
We're going to do a song called Good People, because we love playing in front of all the good people down here, and all the good people of Cleveland. Good people are hard to find, right around the corner at the end of the line, it's true. Good people got peace of mind, and I'd like to spend some time with you. The world today can be a scary place, hard to keep your faith in the human race. We're running out of trees and we're running out of space, but we'll never run out of good people. Ask them for a shovel and they'll dig you a hole, put the coffee on and call you in from the cold. And if you get lost, they'll even show you where to go, even give you a ride. Good people. Good people are hard to find, you're right around the corner at the end of the line, it's true. Good people got peace of mind, and I'd like to spend some time with you.